Culture shift that's been part of this process has been huge. It's completely changed, I think fundamentally it's changed our staffing infrastructure. The areas in which we're seeking to continue to build ourselves out. Concretely, we, for the first time, have a marketing specialist who also operates our website. The Big Bet implementation coincided with kind of the tail end of us redeveloping our website. And we went with an open source solution, Joomla, that may be limited in the future, but for now actually allows us to do some of the social networking and sort of participatory engagement of our members that we've been looking for years. And that requires new staffing and new internal capacity. And it's also really pointed us towards, I think, being better about reporting and documentation of all the changes that we are implementing. I think we're going to live and die based on the metrics that we use to assess the kinds of investments we're making. We gave up our core business, which was a service layer around post-production, pre-production and post-production for public broadcasting. We essentially gave that up. That was 30 years in the making here at BAVC, and it was a losing effort. And I think to some degree we put at risk some really long-standing and meaningful and continuous, even now, very important relationships with our neighbors in public broadcasting, KQED, ITVS. I think those were partnerships that really helped build this organization. And we focused instead on how we could create this sustainable ecosystem and leverage that for our new business ideas. So I think we've never actually capitalized significantly on the relationships we have with industry. We have about 7,000 people from digital media we train here every year for free through a state subsidy that's completely unique to the entire country other than California. Those thousands of graduates or students from our programs, we've never really leveraged those relationships. But when we got into the new media technology space over this last year, when we brought in new staff on the back end to support our programs, and we brought in new people who could operate the kinds of technology we're looking to work around, eventually moving towards online training, we were able to start to engage those businesses, those industries, because they're at the leading edge all the time. And before, I think we were just simply doing training on things that already existed, and now we're much more in a collaborative, creative space with them, and they're interested in what we're doing. Having a 10 gig backbone here is something that these companies want. Only a handful of them can actually afford it, and we're only able to because it's part of the research education community, and so it's highly subsidized and certified support of the actual infrastructure costs for the hardware. And we've been training our staff to how to operate that now. I think the shift from service to collaborator, service provider to collaborator, the shift from support staff, which was how we were in the public broadcasting space, to problem solver, innovator, has been really dramatic. One of the major initiatives we have here, which inspired the Nonprofit Institute, which has been a big part of Zero Divide, and they've supported